Dude, what's going on in the CDT Division here in round number 2? Let's flip the coin. Let's check the coin. And let's keep the coin paid up for week number 10. Now here we can see it's going to be quite an interesting matchup here. And look who he's got here. Well, he's got the... Come back here. Yes, that's right. You got it. It's a strength 4 chainsaw. Lots of luck knocking him down. And yes, once again, we're waiting for the quality of life to come on through so we can actually get the correct sucking models. This is the problem when they brought in all the star players. How many freaking star players you want? They were so excited. You can feel these nipples, I tell you. That they were bringing them all in, but as we unfortunately found out, reasons way beyond Focus's control, it suddenly became damage control and just trying to make viable code to hit the release date. This happens, lads. I know. It's frustrating. It's a pain in the sucking ass. It's worse than the hemorrhoids. Okay, too much information. Right, let's get on with it. Oh, that is literally the worst roll you can roll against a Nurgle team. Perfect sucking defense. In fact, rather differently, the Nurgle Warriors, and yeah, now you're starting to see the advantage. Oh, that's even a horrible place for the ball to be. Right in the front line. You couldn't have made that kick any perfect. It's just unfortunate, but there it is. The Rottlers actually do have one guy rotting there in the tank. And we have a Fluffy down. He's stunned. And then he's immediately... Oh, grim indeed. One die. Skulls takes it, and suddenly it's a free injury. And he's out of that play. And this is why perfect defense is so brutal against Nurgles. More than any other team, this can really mess you up. And he's not missing a trick. Solid punch by the Kilgore. That's what you call that kind of pestigore. A bit more solid thumping here. And yes, agreed. Now it's more push me, push you. But he's done the damage. He's up a player. And it's a precious player to boot. At this point here, Nurgle is pretty content to actually keep this ball rather than marked up. Oh, wait. Yep, you spotted him. Unfortunately there, Cusplehead not missing a trick. Quick ejection on that one. Would have liked to have gotten more out of that player as the game went on, but, well, I don't blame him for going for the quick foul on the player in the front line. He's got him stunned. And now, desperate times, desperate measures, Fluffy's on the attack. It's a push me, push you. And now it's just going to be a battle to try and contain this ball. He decides to risk it. He gets in there. Nope, not the first time. He gets it on the second, and he makes the miracle dodge. Lando, once more, is showing us why he is also known as the Machine. Fortunately, Fluffy is finally back in the game. And Nurgle is going to get right back to business, as they would put it. They can make it all there. And he's definitely working on it. Well, Kislev may actually want to try and score this one quicker. This is starting to get brutal. He's getting lucky. That was a 1 on 36. He's cost up a reroll. For Nurgle, that's pretty precious. That's another reroll gone by turn 2. Here comes the kill goal. It's not the result he wants. It's a push me, push you. He might as well just get stuck in. He moves the other one in. It's going to be yet another push me, push you. With all things, he's got a couple of loner rotters. He's even saving a multi-armed rotter. What are you doing that for? You know what? Not my team. It's not such a bad idea. Because just in case, he can actually get the miracle pickup of a ball in the middle of a scrum. Just don't expect him to last through the season. Well, meet me boot. He stunned the kill goal. That might be the chance he needs. However, he's not potatoing it quite yet. He's got to try and cage us up here. That may not be the best idea, as quite frankly, they've got the best players for tying up a cage, because yes, tentacles work on leap. And believe it or not, that wasn't always a thing. Well, he's not missing a trick. There's another solid beatdown. Now, that's an expensive use. Just to get Fluffy involved. But it's a gamble. It seems to have worked. It's even got a bonus payoff. He's got a stun, and he's got the tentacles on the poor guy. And we all know this. It's strength. You're not leaping out of that one, comrade. Oh dear. Well, this could become very brutal. Brutal indeed. It's a well-known fact, unfortunately. I'm playing against, tougher Nurgle teams. Nurgle loves defense. I absolutely adore it. Now his problems are just piling up there. Fluffy is going to stay out of this one. Nope, not happening. You're not getting away that easy, Sunshine. At this point here, since you're going to have to go with the 2 dice up here with block if you're really serious about trying to get away here. Or at least end the ball off. Now you're seeing how nasty a Nurgle team is. Because just as I say it, you realise, and the ball off. You've got it. It's a pass action. And look at all that disturbing presence. 1, 2, 3. There's number 4 over here. That probably wouldn't have worked, would it? And now, unfortunately, it's the collapsing Kislev frontier. There you go, solid. He's got the block. That's what he wanted. Down he goes. Who's got the ball? No, really, who's got it? Oh no, it's the loner. Why? At this point, you can actually see the Nurgle team going, why? Why him? I don't want him to have any skills. I might then almost feel obligated to the poor bastard. Well, there you go. Quick handoff, extra arms, he's got it. Easy enough. And meanwhile, unfortunately, the punishment continues. Wow, I haven't seen this many people lying on the ground since the last time at the Bordello. Nothing's going right. Try that again. He makes the dodge, but that's it. He's out of rerolls that quick. Well, he's made the jump up, as you can see already. Oh, tentacles got him again. And suddenly, the machine has realised the oil. It might be seizing up the engine. Because Nurgle is acting like a very old machine. He's just cranking his way down this one. And he's not missing this one here. Here's a quick blitz away. He got it. It's a push. He'll gladly take that. And meanwhile, unfortunately, his punishment of the Kislev team. And you saw it right there. Triple skull. A 1 in 216. If he wanted a break to get back in this game, there it is. And Nuffle once again skunks him on the blitz, does not let him leap out. And Tentacles, 4 for 4. Fluffy is on a roll. It's Hentai night here at the stadium all over again. That's all over something, alright. There we go, 3 dice blitz away. He's got it solid. He's down, but where are you going with the ball? Well, the dangers of pushing away might be happening here. Fluffy is doing such a great job. And now, sad to say, they're knocking away all Fluffy's toys. But there's a great one. He risks the block. He's now got Tentacles back on 3 players again. This is becoming a clinic, unfortunately. He'd love Fluffy to return the favour, but he's just not getting there. There's a bell wrong. The cheese-eating surrender monkey has unfortunately decided to call this one quits for a while. There's another big fisting, and he's down. Does he do it? Yes, he does. Oh, he even gets it too. Suddenly is that moment when everything starts to go right. What's a gambler to do? He's got to do something about this. Scoring a TD, it doesn't seem to be a possibility anymore. And Fluffy, 3rd time. There's the 5th round for the Tentacles. There's 6. And the toll is just continuing. And suddenly, look what's happening here. The ball handling Besticle is away with a bloody ball. It's got all the mandatory skills. Extra arms, sure hands. He's got this one. He's not missing a trick. Does Fluffy want to do the 3 dice block? Does he want to risk it? He's keeping everyone surrounding Fluffy. The Tentacles are just doing the lion's job of the game. It has completely stymied any defensive play here by the Kislev team. There's a 1 in 36 here. There's no lack of skulls being thrown about here. But the Tentacles are dynamite. And sad to say, there he is, 1 in 9. And it's even an insult to injury. He's injured on the play. That's 2. Turn 8. What's he going to do? And his decision is not take a chance. He's going to stick that one into the points. 1-0. What has happened here? The machine has seized up. Some days it's just, well, you wish the bed gets you, but it's not happening. Now here's the worst part. Second half. Guess what? Kislev's on the defense. And Nurgles, to their order, are back to a full roster. Now, let's wait a minute here. If there's one team that can find a way to take advantage of any drop ball, and do something with this. It's Kislev. They've at least got the players who can do it. As you can see, yeah, he's got an agility increase here on the blitzer. He's got the other two who can leap. He's even got an extra tackle. He's got block and guard on one lineman who's been pretty impressive. But to his own frustration, he really needs Fluffy to get another skill. Fluffy, unfortunately, this season has just been having a rough time of it, it seems. Well, there's the kick. Constable Ed's been showered with pantaloons. Not what he wants to see. But you know what, Constable Ed? It's his wife's anniversary coming up again this week. Give the lad a wee bit of change. Speaking of change, really, I think, the Kislev team would like a change of these getting knocked down every bloody time. Oh, here comes the kill goal. No trick missed. And he's got him. And unfortunately, the bells are rung once more. That's going to be a critical player knocked out for a while. Oh no, that's the worst move he could do. At least from the Kislev viewpoint. Otherwise, it's sucking beautiful. You heard it here. Fluffy's right in there. Stand firm. God. If you're going to buy 2 strength skills, those are the 2 he should get. Stand firm especially, because suddenly an uphill block does not move the tentacles away. Well, the ball handler best score. Not missing anything here. In fact, he's even thinking, you know what, I might even let this guy score. Because this guy gets a second skill suddenly. Oh dear. You've actually got something that's very rare on a Nurgle team, a useful rodder. Well, finally, not being near Fluffy, leap works at last. Here it is, the big smashdown. He's got him, and he's down, finally. Kislev can do what he does best, which is run like fucking mad away and try to get this ball. Well, he's done everything he can here. He's had to move one player back as the eligible screen because it's not quite enough. Yeah, fortunately, back of the play there. There's a critical stun, unfortunately. And now we're back to everyone's favourite game of push me, push you. There's more push me's. And Fluffy is down one more time. This time it's Cuddles. Cuddles and Fluffy. Oh, they're so adorable, aren't they? Especially when they're agreeing with death. Reminds me of my wife, doesn't it? Speaking of there, one die, but he does get it. He's down. He's not missing a trick here. Fluffy staying in action. What is the rotter dodging for? No, really, why? I'm looking at this one, there's no reason for him to be dodging. There's literally none. Oh well, fine. I'm not coaching his team. Finally, Tentacles fails. And the machine actually acts incredibly surprised it actually worked. And then unfortunately fails the leap landing. Well, bell rung. Caution, you had a reroll. Yep, reroll was used trying to break away from the tentacles. That's what it went. And now, unfortunately, this might be where the bells are tolling. There goes Cuddles. And now, not missing a trick, Fluffy 2 more players pinned down. And the rest of the sweating, oozing team is slithering down the bloody field. There's another one down for the while. He's stunned. And the kill goal, again, not missing a trick. It's only a stun. But that keeps him out of the play for a while. And amazingly enough, he decides, you know what, I want this one to actually score. And then he changes his mind and hands it right back again. It's trampoline time. And with the 3 pantaloons being worn by Constable Eddie, well, that's just insult to injury now at this point here. Of course, unfortunately, to Lando, this is, you know, a 3-beat performance from his last game. No, not again. Now, Cuddles does what he has to do. He gets the blitz away. He knows where he needs to go. Unfortunately, it's a 136. He's even stunned to boot. Nuffle, you're such a pissing dick, aren't you? I feel for you, I really do. It's a brilliant move. Just, well, some days, you know. Yeah, like I said, today, the bear's not getting you. This is the day where, unfortunately, the Nurgles, you get into the cave, they get the bear. And boy, are they getting the bear alright. This is now becoming a score goal, isn't it? Well, one more TD. He's realised, guess what? It's another skill, and it'd be nice to have block, wouldn't it? Also, here's a fun fact here. If he rolls another mutation, yes, he can buy more disturbing presence or even foul appearance. So that's actually a pretty scary extra skill to have on more of your players. Speaking of being on your players, well, he's stunned. Constable Ed's just too busy counting the money right now, isn't he? There's a heroic play. Well done. He's down. He even gets the crack. And fortunately for him, the regeneration kicks in. He's coming back next week. But suddenly, there's a ball. And Tentacles, unfortunately, ties him down one more time. He can't make the leap to go get the bloody thing. It's a great play. But again, Fluffy, incredible piece of engineering by Nurgle. It's amazing what you can do with a bloody ship's cat, isn't it? Well, Puss and Bile ain't standing for that for any long. And there's your bell. Congratulations, you now have St. Peter's Cathedral. Well, he's actually got no choice here. Suddenly the extra arm once. Yeah, who would have thought it? But guess what? Useful player. He's got the sucking ball. Again. Now you're thinking it. Does he actually want to do it? Because the reality is, Fluffy doesn't need to throw a block. Why? Because it risks. You saw it right there, and he probably smelt it. That's it. Tentacles works. Puss and Bile not missing a trick. This just gives him a chance to put wee more fistings in. Oh dear, the kill goal's at it again, isn't he? That's another stun. That's a lucky one. But Constable Ed on the take. What's left here? Cuddles. He's making his move. And there it is, the last desperation play. He's trying to at least get something in here to threaten him if he can get something out there. It's an aggressive dodge away. It sadly doesn't work. And you're looking at this there. He's got 2 rerolls. But it's just not happening and he knows it. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just don't get the bear. Well, he's doing the hot, the strut and trot back in the rear. Cuddles gets another strict punch, get back down with you. And he goes right back to marking everything up. He's done that one. Here comes Cuddles. That's another solid push. He'd like to actually see some result on these rotters. And speaking of rot, it's in. 2-0. You are seeing some of the biggest shake-ups coming in on week 10 in the NATTS. One comes back. Well, hopefully this does not perturb and throw off the machine, who should return it back into his fine form week 2. Well, it's 2-0. And yes, quite frankly, the Rotter crew is being plugged right up in the front. Not even going for the easy completion. He doesn't think there's any reason to. That is the kick. Free square. You know what? You might as well move someone back to go get the bloody thing. There we go. Sort it in the loner. Nothing cracks, of course. That seems to be the title of this game, isn't it? But again, star player, Fluffy Tentacles. He is going to be receiving the Hentai Award of Appreciation from the league for this game. Cuddles finally hit something on, but all it is a stun. Well, he's got it. And there's the easy catch. Finally, re-rolling, he gets the last blow in. That's about all she wrote, sad to say. Well, big surprise, CDT Division. 2-0. Surprise upset there by the Nurgle team over the heavily favoured Kislev team. Al will be tuning back in for week 2. Let's see if there's any more upsets coming up.